welcome to the Fast Lane podcast. I'm your host, Derek Lane. Thank you for being with me, and I appreciate my studio audience being with me today. All right. They're out in droves today. Okay. All right. For those of you that don't know what the Fast Lane is, it's my podcast that will touch on a lot of things in the areas of business, sales, marketing, finance, just overall self-improvement. So what we're going to do today, we're going to jump into some things about self-defeating behavior, self-limiting behavior, things that you can do and think about to try and better yourself. Again, the goal here is for everyone to have a little better business acumen, and all the things that you can pick up and learn about and improve upon is only going to make you better. So let's jump into some things like imposing mental limitations. A lot of people impose mental limitations. In other words, they don't really believe in themselves. Not sure they can do it. They look at other people and they wish they could do those things, and they never really give it a try because they've got some things that are holding them back. It takes a lot of guatorial fortitude to try new things and things that you're not familiar with. But to truly make things happen, you got to jump into it. You may fail. That's okay. Jump into it, try it, do it again. So get rid of those limitations, those mental limitations. A lot of people don't really feel that they're lucky. I'm not lucky. I mean, I've never won anything. I don't know really anybody that is lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it, other than the fact that what's the old saying? The harder I work, the luckier I get. People aren't just per se lucky. Well, that guy, he's lucky. That guy's lucky. Look, everybody gets help, and that's what you got to do. If you're in an area of your life that you need help with, go ahead and get help. Ask for help. Okay, that's another aspect of holding people back. They don't know how to ask for help. A lot of people don't really have a clear path to where they want to go. Their goals. Are your goals just in your mind? Are they something that you've never put on paper? Well, I can tell you, it's all it is a wish list. It's not goals. Until it's written down and defined and measured, they're not true goals. So do yourself a favor. You will see miracles happen in your life if you will commit to creating goals. Okay? Get that pathway. Understand. People fail to have a written strategy. Again, going back to the goals. Develop a strategy, write it down, how, who, what, where. Those things, just in the act of writing them down, will knock down barriers and open up pathways to you to move forward with where you want to go. One thing that people that aren't getting what they want out of life is they don't invest into themselves. If you're not reading on topics that are interest to you or in your business, if you're not reading and understanding and developing, the world's moving at a faster pace. Whether it's the electronics, the latest gadgets, but just the old-fashioned books on management, finance, listening to people that are experts. Again, getting help. That would do a lot for you. They never get the help that they want, and they never know quite how to market themselves. Successful people understand the value of marketing. You got to market yourself. Basically, your resume, as it were, it needs to be put in front of everybody. And I don't mean physically, a piece of paper, the resume, but having people to understand who you are, what you can do, what you can achieve, how valuable you are, will go a long, long way to bettering your success. People need to know you've got to promote yourself. You got to market yourself. You got to sell yourself. You got to be able to sell who you are, your products, your goods, your wares, what have you. You've got to be able to do that. That's, and does a couple of things. Number one, it lets people know who you are, what you've got to offer. But number two, it solidifies in your own mind who you are and what you've got to offer. Once you start to see success, success only triggers more success. So it's building blocks, it's foundations to start with. Success. Go out and try it. Keep trying it. Perseverance. Keep going. You got to have that drive. You got to have that drive. If you don't have the drive in you, maybe somebody needs to take a hot poker and stick you in the rear, for some motivation. What is it that you want? Go out and get it. You got to have the drive. It's not, nobody's going to do it for you because you're a nice person. It's up to you. What's the old saying? If it's to be, it's up to me. Well, that is exactly true. So you got to do that. A lot of people that aren't successful, they're not very good at solving problems. Being a problem solver is paramount to your success because you're going to run into problems. You're going to have problems. It's just the way life is. But you can minimize those by being ready and being prepared, seeing around the corner what potential problems lies ahead, and have a game plan for those problems. But be known as a problem solver. And the first thing to do to become a problem solver is to have the mental capacity to say to yourself, I'm a solutionist, not a problem maker. I don't let problems defeat me. There is a solution. There's a story of an old advertising guy that Madison Avenue type, and people would come to him and, boss, we got a problem, and he would say, hey, that's great. They thought he was nuts. But what he did is he took the challenge. Hey, that's great. I get a chance to solve another problem because I can do it. I know I can. And that's what he did, and that's how he became to the top of his market. People that don't have the success they desire, they do lack that motivation. Again, that drive. The things, go out and figure out what it is that you want. Talk to other people that have done it. Drive. Wake up in the morning. Focus on it. Go to bed at night thinking about it. What is it that you want? You got to go after it. Yeah, I'm not saying, it has to consume you. You do have to balance your life, work, personal life, and family. You do have to. But understand that in the back of your mind always, you're doing something. If you're not doing something every day to move towards your goal, you're not as motivated as you should be. Every single day, you need to do something to obtain the goals. They fail to take action. People that aren't successful, they don't take action. They're limited to their action. They let things go and, I'll get to it tomorrow. They procrastinate. That's a killer. What's the old saying? Failing to plan is a plan to fail. That is exactly right. You've got to be able to take action. Doesn't have to be big steps. It can be baby steps. But doing something every single day towards your goal, towards your attainment. Lastly, people that aren't experiencing the success they desire in their lives, they miss that perseverance. They don't have perseverance. I gave it a try, but it didn't seem to work out. Did you honestly give it a try? Did you honestly give it everything? Did you honestly put 100% in? Only you can answer that. But people that succeed, they put in every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears to obtain what they want, to get where they want to go, to have the home, the life, the respect that they deserve. And again, you deserve it as well. Everybody deserves it. But, people help people that they can see are helping themselves and for the betterment of everybody. Being a greedy SOB, and just, if money is all consuming to you without the other things that goes with it, the ability to help other people, the ability to at least give advice, to say some kind words, without the whole package, you're going to be limited. So learn the areas in which you need to improve. If people tell me that I seem to be insensitive, well, maybe it's true. Maybe I'm not really, but maybe I come off that way. So learn where your deficiencies are, and work on the things that you can do to become better around it. Are you involved in your community? Are you involved with your family? You've got to put your complete life together. You got to work on things. No one's perfect. I know. Yeah, you think I am. But bottom line is, nobody's perfect. You got to work on those areas and improve upon. Well, listen, these podcasts are going to be roughly 15 minutes. I want to make these things where you get a lot of information, but you don't have to sit and listen to an hour. Your time is short. Your time is valuable. You have things to do. I have things to do. But hey, if you can plug this in your car and maybe gain some things and some thought. I don't think I've said anything here today that has been just groundbreaking, earth-shattering. I think it's a lot of things that we all have heard and we all know, but sometimes it's good to hear them again. Sometimes it's just good to hear someone else say them. Live the life you want to live. Listen to the podcasts that help you. Again, I'm going to keep this to roughly 15 minutes. That way, you can kind of get the message, and then move to the next message that you're interested in. The next goal setting task podcast or investment podcast, whatever it is that you're into. That's great. Hey, listen, I hope that everybody will subscribe. This is kind of this is one of the first ones here for me, and there's going to be plenty more coming. And if you like it, let me know. I've got the website, thefastlanepodcast.com. You can go there. You can sign up, be a member. We'll also have these podcasts on the website, as well as iTunes and Spreaker. Some other sites out there as well. So however you get your podcast, I just want to let you know I appreciate you listening to mine, and I'm going to sign off, and have a great day. Thank you very much.